So.
Speaking of that, we must move on to the transfer rumours.
Oh, okay.
So I know, a bit random, but we've got about 5 minutes left here. But anyway, just thought we'd wrap up with transfer rumours. If you do miss this section, you'll go out onto our YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. Just give us a search. And should we start off with you, Joe? What transfer rumours have we got? They're not all Liverpool, are they?
No.
Oh, that's
but
right.
There's one big breaking news that come through about half an hour ago.
Yeah,
is it breaking?
Is it breaking?
Well, yeah, Fabinho deal agreed, £40 million.
It said close, didn't it?
Sky said close, but I did some reading, and other sources said it's
he
done.
plays for Monaco. He was the Brazilian defensive midfielder that was linked to City and United last season, but nothing happened.
Oh, so it's going to be a flop then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other Liverpool.
Basically, if you look at Monaco's form in League One, it's not exactly great.
If it's anything like the hype that Bakayoko had, good luck with that.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Anyway, go on, Joan. You've got some.
Other Liverpool rumours, just to touch on quickly, and then I'll go on to the other clubs. Since we're on the Fabinho. Vicker has been linked with Liverpool, but he's been linked 200 times in the last 2 weeks. Goalkeeper Alisson and Oblak linked.
Is he going to go? Do you think this is it? Alisson's going to go to Liverpool?
Should do.
How much?
Around 60 million.
Okay.
Other rumours that I've read, Daily Mail saying that City to bid 75 million for Mahrez.
Mahrez. I mean, well, actually,
I don't think it'll be 75. He's not worth 75 million.
And he was linked back in January.
Over the past 2 seasons, he's not exactly been that kind of quality level. Leicester will push for it because obviously they finished in the top 10 this season and don't exactly need to.
I think they'll get it though
because
because Man City are a bit silly with their money, aren't they?
Yeah.
I just think it's going to be less than that. I think it might be like 60 million plus add-ons, maybe something like that. But I don't think it'll be 75. No way. No.
And he's cheaper than Bale.
Yeah.
Discussed it before. Bale to United for 200. We discussed this early on in the show. So.
Yeah.
That was another rumour. Ronaldo unhappy at Madrid, but it was more to do with his wages because Neymar's on 600,000 a week, Messi's on 750,000.
Well, you're going so fast here, Joe. Come on, what's this whole thing about Ronaldo?
He's apparently unhappy with his wages at Madrid because he's found out Neymar's on 600,000 at PSG, Messi's reportedly on 750,000 at Barcelona, and he's apparently is it 350,000 or something?
Oh no!
Is that all? Actually, I know that's a lot of money, but I'm actually quite surprised he's on that. I thought Bale was on 350 grand.
And then one for Arsenal fans was Emil Forsberg to Arsenal, which is from Expressen, which is a Swedish paper, which is obviously his homeland.
As always, Arsenal will go for players that never work out.
And it said 50 million, but I'm not really thinking of that, but it's just one to sprinkle in for Arsenal fans.
Okay. Anyway, it is believed that Manchester City are ready to compete for Kylian Mbappe. Now, of course, he was expected to go to Madrid last summer. That never happened. But, I mean, Jack, do you ever think Mbappe, don't get me wrong, he's looking to be a promising young player for France and for PSG at the moment, but City don't need him, do they?
City don't really need anyone, really.
No.
Was he Mbappe on loan, though?
Yeah, he was
going back?
He was on loan at PSG with a buy option at the end of the season, but the reason why they think that PSG might not take it is because of financial fair play.
Who was he?
But
I thought
it was
easy solution to that is to sell Neymar. So I don't buy into that. City will go for him. Plus they've got Gabriel Jesus, so they don't need a young striker. They've already put a new contract to get towards him to stay at the football club. They've got Sergio Aguero as well. He's probably not going to leave until the end of his contract, but I think it is next season. And by that time, Kylian Mbappe is bound to have another long-term deal at another club. So, no, that's not going to happen.
And, of course, he is in the France team, isn't he?
Yeah, French national team.
I thought with the Mbappe thing, I remember reading a couple of weeks ago that it was an obligation to buy if they didn't get relegated. So, maybe...
Who, Monaco?
No,
PSG.
PSG had an obligation to buy him from Monaco for £166 million should they not get relegated.
Well,
and they won the title.
No, Monaco should get relegated, or PSG.
PSG, but I think
that's a bit of a strange deal.
That's a great deal.
Either one's strange. So yeah, no.
Final one, just to hit on Jack here, but apparently N'Golo Kante has been linked to PSG, but says that while he loves living in London, his heart will always remain in Paris. Should he go, Jack?
Well, okay. My heart lies in Chirk, but I'll still leave if I have to. That makes no sense. So I mean, it would seriously.
We do apologise to the people of Chirk. We hope we haven't insulted you.
Yeah, sorry about that. But no, look, if Hazard is just as Kante is bigger probably than Hazard at this moment in time at Chelsea, so there would have to be serious money from PSG to buy N'Golo Kante.
How much do you reckon he's worth?
100 million.
100 million.
Yeah.
I was thinking 70 or something like that, but
The problem with Chelsea at the moment, I think, in terms of holding on to the players, and I think you might agree with this, if they don't finish in league spots this season, then I think potentially you're going to see at least 3 or 4 of your big names leave in order to try
but
and
if we
chase
don't get
that
into the Champions
football.
League spot, they sort of need to go, don't
Exactly.
they? Because they're not that big
Yeah.
if we can't get in the
So
Champions League.
whilst Kante's being linked to this summer, I think it's going to be an ongoing situation where a lot of Chelsea players will start getting linked elsewhere, especially if Chelsea's form doesn't pick up at the start of next season to show that they're going to be putting forward a case to get into the Champions
The
League.
issue is that you've got big players like Fabregas who are only going to be on a rolling contract now because he's hit 30.
Yeah.
Chelsea only offer you a 1-year deal if you go
Yeah.
over 30. So the
they
issue,
did that with Drogba, I remember.
they go do it with everybody. That's
Yeah.
why Frank Lampard left and all that sort of thing. So that's the issue you get.
Before we go, because we mentioned this last week on last week's show, Willian, obviously we're assuming he's not getting on with Conte because of his trophy emojis covering up in the team photo at the FA Cup final. I mean, that would be quite sad for him to go, wouldn't it? Because
It's a bit bitter, isn't it? Because Chelsea fans have loved him since he came in. And obviously,
he's been great.
The fact that he decided not to go to Tottenham and move to Chelsea, that's always a bonus for Chelsea fans, isn't it? But yeah, he has been good. He was Player of the Year when the rest of the players were terrible a couple of seasons ago.
Led that team.
Yeah, I did see he was eye rolling when I watched him doing the warm up in the FA Cup final. Zappa Costa was told to come on, and then he got told, actually, we don't want you anymore. And he came back to warm up, and Willian was looking at him going, what's going on? And he said, he doesn't want me anymore. And you could see Willian going, like that. So you could see there's been some sort of friction there, but you still don't know whether Conte's going or not.
Yeah. A quick question: who would you rather see? Who would you rather stay at the football club, Willian or Conte?
Conte.
Fair enough. Do you think Willian could go to United then? Because that's been one of the rumours.
Well, we sell all our players to you at the minute, don't we?
The only good player we've ever had off you is Matic. Love Matic. Great player.